slightly different Apple background, that's fine. You can just write that to your iPod. But we're going to change it. So I've already done one as well. I've already done one for this. But I'll tell you how you do yours. So just creating an image either in Photoshop, GIMP, Paint, it doesn't matter as long as it's 320 width by 240 height. And make sure that it's either a bitmap or a JPEG. And save the JPEG. And then what we're going to do is we're going to upload it in here. So what we do is we go to load bitmap. And I've got one here in my folder. So I'm going to go to this Naruto background I made. Okay, so it uploads it here. So this is going to be the background that I'm going to be using for my iPod. If I go to the next thing we're going to do is going to go to the banner. So if you scroll down to 266 here, this is the default banner. So I'm going to change this. So I've already done this in Photoshop. So the width is 320 again, and the height is 24. So I made one. I'm going to load it. Load bitmap again. I'm going to choose this one I made. So basically I've sectioned it into 3 sections. So this side is going to have like the name Naruto, and also on top of this is going to have the battery, and in the middle here is going to say like music or iPod, whichever page you're on, and this will have blank most of the time, but it'll have like the pause and play button. Okay, so after you've done that, we're going to change the do not disconnect. So this one is down at the bottom at 368, which is this one here. So this is the do not disconnect symbol. Now you don't need to put any like text on it at all because it goes underneath it. Okay, so just create the image, make sure it's 100 by 100, and then load it. Okay, I've got mine here. This is the hidden leaf village symbol. So you add this, and then what we do is after you're happy with what you've got, we're going to go to write to iPod. But first we have to make sure that your iPod essentials is found your iPod. So as you can see here, it's found main. So what we do now is we click on write to iPod. It'll bring up this wee warning message. It says, are you sure you want to write your modified firmware to your iPod? Just click yes, like so, and then it will take a few seconds. It's going to write to disk, and then it's going to bring up this other message saying successfully written the modified firmware to your iPod. Okay, so what we do is just press OK, and if you're happy with that, we go to eject. Now when you click eject, what's going to happen, I'll just do this now, is it's going to restart your iPod. Don't worry, it's not going to do anything to your songs or anything. It's just going to restart your iPod, and when it loads up, it's going to have the new theme that you put on. Okay, so here's some troubleshooting tips that I had, which may help you out. If you go to write to iPod and it says unable to connect to iPod because iTunes may still be using it or other programs are using it, the chances are that iPod Wizard is not being run as an administrator. So just basically close this down and right click, as I said, and make sure that it's running as administrator. If you get past that, but you're getting the error saying that you my mind's went blank. What the hell? Oh yeah, sorry. So you click on it and you get past that, but you get an error message saying error code 16, wherever the hell it is. The chances are you're using the wrong ultimate background hack. For instance, I was trying to use a 5 generation ultimate background hack on a 5.5 generation, which obviously it didn't like that. So I just used a 5.5, wrote it to my iPod, and it worked fine. I'm 99% sure this won't happen to you, but it did when I was messing about trying to get themes working. That my iPod, basically all the songs disappeared. they were still there. I mean, they were still on my iPod. Like I checked, it still said 6 GB, wherever, but it disappeared. So the way to fix this is you just hook it back up to iTunes and press sync. Don't worry, you don't have to burn all your songs back onto your iPod. It just basically reconfigures it in a sense. It just puts the information back on the libraries, and then it's fixed. If that doesn't work, I would suggest maybe adding another song, and that should definitely fix it. So another thing that I'm just going to add is I wouldn't suggest putting a black background on, because you're not going to be able to see anything, because the text of the iPod is black, and if you have a black and black, you're not going to be able to see what the buttons do. So if you guys know, you can maybe leave me a comment. In the font here, it says change font color. Do you want? Yes, I do. I've changed this to white. Before I've changed it to other colors and pressed OK or whatever, assuming that would work. I've rolled it to my iPod, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong, or maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. So if you guys know, drop me a line or whatever. So I hope this has been helpful to you guys, and I'll see you around. Take care.